Day, happy love day, happy whatever day you wish to call today. Today is February the 14th. And today, oh boy, let me tell you, everything is aligning for you to show love to yourself. It might be a little more difficult, though, for you to receive love. So let's get the lunchtime report, shall we? Here we go. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Monday, February the 14th. Happy Monday. And we're going to get right into it. I'm not going to hold y'all long today. We are going to get right into it. I've already got the charts pulled up. Oh, by the way, I didn't even introduce myself. Hey, my name is Dr. Lisa, and I am here at this channel. We help you lead a whole and healed, peaceful, and prosperous life. This is Heart of Inspiration. If you enjoy this, if you like getting all those different, oh my gosh, I can hardly talk today. If you like getting the notifications and such, drop a like, make sure you're subscribed, and make sure when you hit that bell, you are actually hit that all button so you know every time I drop a video and or I go live. So I'm going to go on and show y'all the chart. Here it is today, the astrological chart. Yeah, if my energy's a little lower today, listen, it's Monday. And when y'all are watching this, I'm actually recording this a little bit earlier before noon, before the noontime hour, so that it can be played during the noontime hour for y'all, at least here in the Midwest. Um, and let me tell you, I kind of peeked at this chart right before I came on. And one thing I noticed immediately, we are getting in preparation for the full moon. So here we have, okay, my mouse just decides it doesn't want to act right. Here we have the moon here. It is just at the time I'm recording this, it's just early this morning, right? It's just entered into Leo, and Leo is, the lovable lion, the loyal, creative, um, all about, let's make this a happy family. Let's make sure that we all express ourselves. Leo can be a tad bit dramatic, though. The drama can be real. Us Cancerians get a bad rap, but we're not the only ones that show some drama. So if you kind of woke up this morning on this Galentine's Love Day, whatever you want to call it today, and you felt a little out of sorts, or all of a sudden it seemed to be some drama afoot, this is why. If you're like in a relationship, situationship, whatever, friendship with bennies, um, and you're feeling a little, "Oh, I don't know what we want to do with this. Like, I really, really love you, but I'm not sure what I want to do with this." That's because of this over here, guys. This and this. We talked all last week about this conjunction of Venus and Mars in Capricorn. This desire, innate desire to change everything that has thus far ruled you, that you've just been a party to, or that you've been actively in, but you're kind of recognizing that it has kind of taken things over, or it's like you just can't get out of it. This is just still from, if you were born today, you're still a 12th house Capricorn. Now, today you'd be a ascending, a rising Aquarius, but you're 12th house Capricorn, which means you might get kind of stuck in some stuff where you feel like you can't get out, but honest to goodness, you really can. But there's this illusion and this addiction kind of to maybe um how can I put this? Like an addiction to the structure, an addiction to the foundation, an addiction to the I'm not constriction. Now, I'm not saying that this is somebody that's into S&M or anything like that, but could be. I mean, if you want to put it like that, I suppose it could be. But you get addicted to the constriction and you don't necessarily know how to get out of it. And I think that's a lot of us right now. We're feeling like, we've been really tied up in these relationships or situationships. And for some of us, it's just not good. For others of us, we're finding out that it is amazing. And where we thought maybe there was some constriction, there really isn't. It's really, if we just, it depends on our perspective and how we allow it to be, to show up in our lives. Um, Now, if we're going to apply this to things other than relationships, a lot of us have probably received like new positions, or we're about to receive promotion, or where the business, on the entrepreneurial side, maybe the business has been a little and so now we're coming into this. Yep, absolutely, I get it. Yep, absolutely, I'm all about it. Yep, absolutely, we're making it happen, right? Absolutely, it's just the everything is kind of loosening up, and things are starting to flow again as we flow in what truly makes us happy, and we're creating what really brings us fulfillment, and we're creating that. Okay, we're creating that now. What we're also, don't touch the mouse, Geminis, just don't. All this Plutonian, Mercurial, conjunction. Now Mercury's moving away from Pluto and it's coming into Aquarius. It'll be well into Aquarius. It should be solidly there by the time we have the full moon in a couple of days for the Leo Aquarius full moon. What's going to happen is this moon is going to move up this way, right? And so, right about here in the last degrees of Leo and the last degrees of Aquarius, it's going to be opposing, right? So full moon. But what we're experiencing today is kind of a full on opposition of, or illumination of, all those areas of personal transformation, of our money transformation. Hello, it's come into absolute fruition. This came into position yesterday, so the 13th, and now we're seeing it come into full on opposition to, or will be within the next few hours, probably, in full on opposition to Pluto. So basically, what that's saying is now we really are identifying the feelings that we've been feeling. It's really coming to light. We're finally able to express it. And this Mercury, right, moving into Aquarius is going to give us, and moving away from Pluto and away from this kind of, I've got to keep it all in and I can't really express myself or people are misunderstanding me. I know kind of what I want to say. Oh, we going to know what we want to say. Oh, it's on and popping at this point. Like, we know what we want to say now. And we're able to get clarity on all this transformation and all this, like, oh my gosh, everything's got to change. Oh my gosh. Right? We're really getting clarity on what that means for us. We're getting clarity on ways that maybe we've had the wool pull over our eyes. We're getting clarity about who has really been at the center of really this kind of level of control, and that has been expressed over our being, and because of that, um, now we have a clear thought of, either is this good for us, is this beneficial, or is this now okay? I see now what it's going to take for me to come out of this cocoon and for me to now finally be this butterfly. I now know what it's going to take for me to raise up out of the ashes. I know what it's going to take for me to um, express and put out to the world who I really am, who I'm creating right here with this Mars Venus energy. And so this is now time to like bring it to the forefront because we're gaining clarity. You're going to find that over the next however long, about a week, maybe a little bit longer, that Mercury's in Aquarius as it's skipping on through and it begins to come conjunct to Saturn. Um, the sun is gonna. I'm just kind of guessing here, but it should be in Pisces before it comes conjunct to the sun again. Uh, Perhaps. But you're going to begin to notice that it's going to be easier and easier for you to lay down these plans, right? It's going to be so much easier for you to lay the plans down, create, do what you need to do, express, market, all that kind of great stuff, either yourself or your business. And you're going to be very clear about your personal relationships, who you really do want to work with, who maybe you thought you wanted to work with, but it ain't really going to go that way. And probably some new there's going to be some new players. I think in the latter half of this lunation cycle, um, before the next new moon in Pisces. I feel like there's going to be some new players that are going to come into your tribe, come into your circle, and you're going to be like, oh, yeah, this is cool. Like, this is the way we need to go. We still have this beautiful Jupiter and Uranus sextile energy going on. I call it beautiful because to me, whenever you're ready to take the leap and take the plunge and make the change and expand your territory, it's always a beautiful thing to me. So we're really in the midst of that energy in its fullness. And then we still do have the trine or the sibling agreement between who we are at our core, right? Who we really are at our core. And how we choose to express that now moving forward in a brand new way in our lives, and how that then is going to help us, right, change our lives. Like, this is a all this energy, and again, we still have Saturn squaring, right? So we still have this, like, how are we going to use technology? You might be in a position right now where you feel like you're fighting technology. And I do think with some of the things that we've just heard about over the weekend, like I was watching some videos and some commentary about like the metaverse from Facebook and how Windows or Microsoft may actually supersede and pass them. Like, they might actually get to the metaverse first, and what a Microsoft based metaverse would look like as opposed to um, Zuckerberg's metaverse, and how it could. You know what I'm saying? Like, this kind of jockeying for position. Um, I know that there's a lot of us that are kind of looking at the technology as it's becoming like it's quickly growing, and all of a sudden there's this like, oh well, you can be whoever you want to be. We used to make that statement all the time. You can be whoever you want to be on the internet. Well, literally in this metaverse you can be whoever you want to be. um do I think part of it is a dangerous thing? I think part of it's a little bit dangerous because it puts us as solidly in a whole new matrix that's so crazy, super real, that we would lose touch with nature, with third dimensional reality, right? You're living in a potentially living in this like living in the cloud, really. So that, you know, I'm not really too comfy with that. And so it doesn't have to be that drastic that you're not comfortable with the technology as it's presenting itself or potentially presenting itself. It could just be just normal technology. Like, as your business is expanding, all of a sudden you got to like use new technologies. And for some of us, that's not that comfortable. Right. So, and you just like, oh, I'm frustrated. Right. So if you're feeling a little frustrated with technology today, um, just take a breath, chill out, and let Mercury come on into Aquarius because I think it'll get a lot easier at that point. So that's kind of the astrology for today. I'm not going to say that it's boring because it's not boring, but it's more like everything is coming into position so that in the next 48 hours or so, we can actually go ahead and release that which is no longer serving us, and then also release our energy to create that which we desire to create. All right, so now we're going to pull from our sacred creators. We're going to pull from the sacred creators. I'm going to use sacred creators this week, and then next week we'll probably switch it up. But we're going to use sacred creators today again. It's one of my favorite oracle decks. I want to thank you guys for being here. And please love on yourself today. Like, if you, even if you don't have a significant other, it's a situationship or you're single, that does not mean that you cannot participate in Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day, or whatever Times Day it is you celebrating. Um, I want you to still love on yourself, and I want you to still honor yourself. Okay. Even if that means take yourself out on a date. If not, order in something that you haven't had in a while, or, take a very nice ritual bath, right? Or, kind of a cleansing bath, or just like put some lavender oil or some lavender Epsom salts in your bath. If you've got some, go get some rose petals or some other flowers, whatever your favorite flower is. Be kind to yourself today. um, Make sure you're wearing your favorite scent. Make sure that you've got, your favorite foods, all these things around you, listening to your favorite music, dance a little bit, have a good time. Have a good time today. All right, we have, oh, perfect. What's your honest truth? Stop. What's your honest truth? What's your honest truth? All right, we're going to read that. The 29 or 20. Oh my goodness. Just for those of you that are making oracle cards, if you're going to number them, please make sure that the numbers are able to be seen on the bottom of each card. Just a PSA. What's your honest truth? We hold on to many layers of truth. Truths we learned from our parents, the ones we've learned during lived experiences, and the ones that our ego holds on to in order to lovingly protect us from the world. You've outgrown a layer, and it's time to do some shedding in order to curate the best framework for your future. At the base of all your learned truths lies a different sort of true, an underlying true essence. And this core foundation is refusing to be quieted or ignored any longer. Mercury moving into Aquarius, abso-freaking-lutely. You will hear it clearly now, as an old truth has become too small for your expanding life. Perhaps a soul purpose, a sacred contract, or a destiny is unveiling your truest true or your honest truth. Perhaps it is reminding you now that you are here for a reason. When you strip it down, all down to the soul, what work are you being called to do? And why are you here at this time? What's your honest truth? Discover that today. Discover it today and integrate it into your very being. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let anyone tell you you can't. Be true to yourself. Now, as part of being true to yourself, if you have wanted to, or you're being called to start a spirit-based business, a heart-centered business, I want you to go down into the description box below, and I want you to register for my free 3-day event. Let me see, do I have that in here? Nope. Yeah. Nope. My free 3-day workshop. It's entitled Lightworker Liftoff. and it's a few hours each day. This coming starts this Friday evening, the 18th. We'll do some mindset work and some healing. Saturday, the 19th, we're going to work on the social medias of it all. We're going to talk about social media. We're going to talk about who is it you serve. We're going to talk about all that great stuff, and get started, get ready. And then on Sunday, we're going to work. It's a workshop. We're going to work. So be prepared to take some selfies. Be prepared to write some text. Be prepared to write. Okay. Be prepared to post. Um, and so over these 3 days, we're going to do what we need to do to get your business out there and let people know that you are working. Okay. That you are available to your tribe. So go to the link below, sign up completely free unless you wish to do VIP so that you can get all the recordings and then you can get my little kind of kit in a box where we're going to get you some ring lights. We're going to get you some lavalier mics. We're going to get you a tapestry. We're going to get you some crystals to help you focus and some incense. All right, guys. Gemini's ready for us to go. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. Gemini, and I love you. Namaste. Bye, gang.